Okay. Okay, now we are on live. Hare Krishna, Usha Mataji and Amrita Saci Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhupada, Mahandala Vishwese, Registration of Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Princess.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. So when Mataji, both Matajis are ready, so kindly start the recitation with invocation prayers. Mataji, please.
Yes, Prabhu. Prabhu, you can share it on Devanagari, please.
Mataji? No,
Uh,
Nagari, yes, yes.
Thank you, Prabhu. Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya
Om Namo
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
हि वरं कर्म बुद्धियोगो धनञ्जय बुद्धौ शरणमन्विच्छ कृपणफलहेतवः.
O Dhananjaya, keep all the abominable activities far distance by devotional service, and in that consciousness surrender unto the Lord. Those who want to enjoy the fruits of their works are miseries.
बुद्धियुक्तो जहातीह उपेषु कृतदुष्कृते तस्माद्योगाय युज्यस्व योगः कर्मसु कौशलम्.
A man engaged in devotional service rids himself of both good and bad reaction even in this life. Therefore, strive for yoga, which is the art of all work.
कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्तः पदं गच्छन्त्यनामयम्.
By those engaging in devotional service to the Lord, great sages or devotees free themselves from the result of work in the material world. In this way, they become free from the cycle of birth and death and attain the state beyond all miseries by going back to Godhead.
यदा ते मोहकलेलं बुद्धिव्यतितरिष्यति तदा गन्तासि निर्वेदं श्रोतव्यस्य श्रुतस्य च.
When your intelligence has passed out of the dense forest of delusion, you shall become indifferent to all that has been heard and all that is to be heard.
श्रुतिविप्रतिपन्ना ते यदा स्थास्यसि निश्चला समाधावचला बुद्धिस्तदा योगम् अवाप्स्यसि.
When your mind is no longer disturbed by the flowery language of the Vedas, and when it remains fixed in the trance of self realization, then you will have attained the divine consciousness.
अर्जुन उवाच स्थितप्रज्ञस्य का भाषा समाधिस्तस्य केशव स्थितधीः किं प्रभासेत किमासीत व्रजेत किम्.
Arjuna said, O Krishna, what are the symptoms of one whose consciousness is those merged in transcendence? How does he speak and what is his language? How does he sit and how does he walk?
श्रीभगवानुवाच प्रजहाति यदा कामान् सर्वान् पार्थमनोगतान् आत्मन्येवात्मनः तुष्टः स्थितप्रज्ञः सदोच्यते.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, O Partha, when a man gives up all varieties of desire for sense gratification which arise from mental concussation, and when his mind, those purify, finds satisfaction in the self alone, then he is said to be in a pure transcendental consciousness.
दुःखेष्वनुदिग्मन्नः सुखेषु विगतस्पृहः वीतरागभयकृतः स्थितिर्मुनिरुच्यते.
One who is not disturbed in mind even amidst the threefold miseries or when there is happiness, and who is free from attachment, fear, and anger is called a sage of steady mind.
यः सर्वतान्भिस्त्रेहस्तात् तत्प्राप्य शुभाशुभम् नाभिनन्दन्ति न द्वेष्टि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता.
In the material world, one who is unaffected by whatever good or evil has may be obtained, neither praising it nor dispensing it, it firmly fixed in perfect knowledge.
यदा संहर्ते चायं कूर्मो अङ्गानि वा सर्वशः इन्द्राणि इन्द्रियार्थेभ्यः तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता.
One who is able to withdraw his senses from sense objects as the tortoise draws its limbs within the shell is firmly fixed in perfect consciousness.
वेशया विनिवर्तन्ते निराहारस्य देहिनः रसवर्जरसोऽप्यस्य परं दृष्ट्वा निवर्तते.
Though the embodied soul may be restricted from sense enjoyment, the taste for sense object remains, but ceasing such engagement by experiencing a higher taste, he is fixed in consciousness.
यततो हि अपि कौन्तेय पुरुषस्य विपस्थितः इन्द्रियाणि प्रमादीनि हरन्ति प्रसभं मनः.
The senses are so strong and impetuous, O Arjun, that they forcibly carry away the mind even of a man of discrimination who is endeavored to control them.
तानि सर्वाणि संयम्य युक्त आसीत् मत्परः वशे हि यस्येन्द्रियाणि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता.
One who restrains his sense, keeping them under the full control and fix his consciousness upon me, is known as man of steady intelligence.
ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसः सङ्गस्ते सुपजायते सङ्गात् संजायते कामः कामात् क्रोधोऽभिजायते.
While contemplating the object of the sense, a person develops attachment for them, and from such attachment, lust develops, and from lust, anger arises.
क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशो बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति.
From anger, complete delusion arises, and from delusion, bewilderment of memory. When memory is bewildered, intelligence is lost, and when intelligence is lost, one falls down again into the material pool.
रागद्वेषविमुक्तस्तु विषयान्द्रियश्चरण आत्मवशी विधेर्यात्मा प्रसादम् अधिगच्छति.
But a person free from all attachment and aversion and able to control his senses through his regulative principle of freedom can obtain the complete mercy of the Lord.
प्रसादे सर्वदुःखानां हानिरस्योपजायते प्रसन्नचेतसो हि यासु बुद्धिः पर्यवतिष्ठते.
For one those satisfied in Krishna consciousness, the threefold miseries of material existence exist no longer. In such satisfied consciousness, one intelligence is soon well established.
नास्ति बुद्धिरयुक्तस्य न च युक्तस्य भावना न च भावयतः शान्तस्य कुतः सुखम्.
One who is not connected with the Supreme in Krishna consciousness can have neither transcendental intelligence nor a steady mind, without which there is no possibility of peace. And how can there be any happiness without peace?
इन्द्रियाणां हि चारतां यन्मनो अनुवदीयते तदस्य हरति प्रज्ञां वायुर्नावम् वायुर्नावम् अवाम्भसि.
A strong wind sweeps away a boat on the water. Even one of the roaming sands on which the mind focuses can carry away man's intelligence.
तस्मादस्य महाबाहो निगृहीतानि सर्वशः इन्द्रियाणि इन्द्रियार्थेभ्यस्तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता.
Therefore, O mighty one whose sins are restrained from their object is certainly of steady intelligence.
यानि स सर्वभूतानां तस्यां जगति संयमी यस्यां जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुनिः.
What, what is night for all beings in the time of awaking for the self control, and the time of awaking for all beings in night for the introspective says.
आपूर्यमाणमचला प्रतिष्ठम् समुद्रमापः प्रविशन्ति यत् तत्कामायं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे स शान्तिमाप्नोति न कामकामी.
A person who is not disturbed by the insane flow of desire that enters like river into the ocean, which is ever being filled but is always still, can alone achieve peace, and not the man who strives to satisfy such desire.
विहाय कामान्य सर्वान् पुमाश्चरति निःस्पृहः निर्ममो निरहङ्कारः स शान्तिमधिगच्छति.
A person who has given up all desire for sense gratification, who lives free from desire, who has given up all senses for proprietorship and is devoid of false ego, he alone can attain real peace.
एषा ब्राह्मी स्थितिः पार्थ नैनं प्राप्य विमुह्यति स्थित्वा स्यामन्तकालेऽपि ब्रह्मनिर्वाणमुच्यते.
That is the way of spiritual and godly life, after attaining which a man is not bewildered. If one is thus situated even at the honor of death, one can enter into the kingdom of God.
That's
ॐ
it.
भगवती श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे साङ्ख्ययोग नाम द्वितीयोऽध्यायः। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Osha Mataji and Mrita Saci Mataji. So beautifully recited all the shlokas. So nice. Thank you so much. And also we got the devotees, Prabhavati Saci Mataji and Jaivid Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji. Dandavat Pranama Lolo Shishilo Prabhupada. Thank you for kindly joining.
Hare Krishna. Sorry, I had issues joining in today with the Zoom. I'd forgotten my password and everything. So sorry about that.
No worries, Mataji. Thank you. Okay, so we shall move to the next part of our session, that is Japa session. So before we start our Japa, can I request any devotee to do the Panchatattva mantra, please? Sandeep Prabhuji, if you are available, would you like to do the Panchatattva mantra? Or Gayatri Mataji?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. He went out, Prabhuji. I will do the...
Yes, Mataji. Yes, please.
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधारा श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधारा श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधारा श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम राम हरे
Hare
हरे।
Krishna,
कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे
कृष्ण
कृष्ण
कृष्ण हरे राम राम
हरे
राम
हरे।
राम
हरे
हरे
राम
हरे
राम
कृष्ण
हरे हरे।
कृष्ण
हरे
राम राम
कृष्ण
राम
Hare
हरे
Krishna,
हरे
Krishna Krishna, Hare
ईश्वरी
Hare,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
राम
Rama,
हरे
Rama
राम
Rama,
हरे
Rama
हरे
राम
हरे।
Rama,
राम
Hare
हरे
राम
Hare.
कृष्ण
हरे
Hare
हरे
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
कृष्ण
Krishna
हरे
Hare
राम
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
हरे
Rama,
हरे।
Hare Hare.
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna, Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna,
ईश्वरी
कृष्ण
Krishna
कृष्ण
हरे
Krishna,
हरे।
Hare
हरे
Hare,
हरे
Krishna
राम
हरे
Krishna,
राम
Hare
राम
Hare,
राम
Hare
राम
Rama,
हरे
हरे
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Rama Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Hare Hare
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare,
Hare Rama Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama.
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram.
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
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 Rama,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Ram.
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Hare Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Ram, Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Ram
Rama, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare, Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद Hare Krishna, dear devotees. If anyone has not yet completed, kindly complete the japa behind this one done. And meanwhile, we shall move to the next part. And before that, we also invite Hare Krishna Ritu Mataji and Radha Seka Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. And Loshi Hilo Prabhupada, thank you for kindly joining. Okay, so next part is the Kirtan by Jaivaid Mataji. Hare Krishna Jaivaid Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
So is there any selection for your singing Mataji today Kirtan?
I'll be singing the Navagoravaram Saci Shustakam.
Okay, yes, Mataji. You want someone to accompany you, Mataji?
Gauraviram.
So,
Or you want it to on your own? That
hi.
It's your wish, Mataji. How you feel comfortable, that is your choice.
Oh, the beginning bit I can do, and then the actual main bit, I don't mind if anyone wants to accompany me.
Okay, yes, Mataji. Once you do the main one, can I request Radha Sekar Mataji after the main bit is done? So while to accompany with Mataji.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Okay, I feel as if I'm going for an exam now.
Yeah,
I'm
Mataji.
already.
Yes, right.
Okay. Gora, 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 Nitai Gora Hare. Gora, 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 Gora 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 Hare Gora 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 Hare Gora 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 Hare Navagauravvaram Navapushpasharam Navabhavadharam Navalasyaparam Navahasyakaram Navahemavaram Pranamami Shachi Sutta Gauravaram Pranamami Shachi Sutta Gauravaram Pranamami Shachi Sutta Gauravaram.
Okay, since Radha Shekhar Mataji is not available, okay, you can continue Mataji in that case.
Nava Prema Yutam Navanita Sutam Sucham Nava Vesha Kritam Nava Prema Rasam Navadha Vilasat Subha Prema Mayam Pranamami Shachi Sutta Gauravaram Pranamami Shachi Sutta Gauravaram Pranamami Shachi Sutta Gauravaram Hari Bhakti Param Hari Nama Dharam Karajapya Karam Hari Nama Param Nayane Satatam Pranayashrudharam Pranamami Shachi Sutta Gauravaram Pranamami Shachi Sutta Gauravaram Pranamami Shachi Sutta Gauravaram Satatam Janata Bhavatapharam Paramartha Parayana Lokagatim Navaleha Karam Jagat Tapaharam Pranamami Shachi Sutta Gauravaram Pranamami Shachi Sutta Gauravaram Pranamami Shachi Sutta Gauravaram Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Pahimam Ram Raghava Ram Raghava Ram Raghava Rakshamam Nij Bhakti Karam Priyacharutaram Natanartana Nagarajakulam Kulakamini Manasalasya Pranamami Shachi Sutta Gauravaram Pranamami Shachi Sutta Gauravaram Pranamami Shachi Sutta Gauravaram Kartalavalam Kalakantaravam Mriduvadya Suvinikaya Madhuram Nij Bhakti Gunavrata Natyakaram Pranamami Shachi Sutta Gauravaram Pranamami Shachi Sutta Gauravaram Pranamami Shachi Sutta Gauravaram Yugadharma Yutam Punarnanda Sutam Dharani Suchitram Bhavabhavochitam Tanudhayana Chitam Nijavasa Yutam Pranamami Shachi Sutta Gauravaram Pranamami Shachi Sutta Gauravaram Pranamami Shachi Sutta Gauravaram Arunam Nayanam Charanam Vasanam Vadane Skaditam Swakanama Dharam कुरुते सुरसं जगता जीवनं प्रणमामि शचीसुत गौरावरं प्रणमामि शचीसुत गौरावरं प्रणमामि शचीसुत गौरावरं कृष्ण केशव कृष्ण केशव कृष्ण केशव पाहि मां राम राघव राम राघव राम राघव रक्ष माम् गौरा 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 हरे गौरा 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा गोकुल नंद की जय जय सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय
Jai.
जय राधा लंदन ईश्वर की जय
Jai.
जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा की जय
Jai.
Jai.
जय राधा माधव श्री राधा नंद की जय
Jai.
जय
Jai.
पंच तत्व की जय
Jai.
Jai.
निताय गौरा हरि हरि बोल
Hari
Hari
Hari Bol.
Bol. Hari Krishna. So wonderful, Mataji. I wanted to follow you, but Prabhuji has named someone else. Never mind. Very beautiful. Thank you. Thank
sorry
you.
Mataji sorry
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Pra-
So I was singing behind muted mic, so don't worry. I
thank you
love that. That's my favorite. Thank
thank
you.
you thank you to Prabhavati Mataji as well for guiding me at the end thank you
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Very
so much.
nicely sang Mataji. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Okay, very beautiful Javid Mataji. So nicely sung. Okay, so we shall move to the next part. Okay, so next is the Guru Vandana prayers by Ritu Sadhvani Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam to you and all the devotees. So me and my little girl, we will sing Shri Guru Vandana. So please, if I am like very neophyte, I don't know. So if I'm doing singing anything which is not the right tune, please, Mataji's help me. Okay, Hare Krishna. Shri Guru Charana Padma Keval Bhagati Sadma Bandhu Mohi Savadana Mate Jar Prasade Bhai Bhavatoriya Jai Krishna Bhakti hoye jayate hoete Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitit Koriya Akya और ना कोरी हो माने आशा श्री गुरु चरण रति इस उत्तम गति যে প্রসাদে পুরে সর্বা আশা चक्षुदान दिलो जे जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय में प्रकृतो प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ होए अविद्या में नाश जाते वेद जाए जार चरितो श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु आदम जनरा बंधु श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु आदम जनरा बंधु लोके ना जीवाना हाँ प्रभु करो दया देहो मोरा पद छाया इबीज कुश जीवाना प्रभु पाद पतित पवाना गुरुदेव लोहेरा शराना जय प्रभु पदा जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा शिला प्रभुपदा जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Ritu Mataji and children, very beautiful, so nice.
Hari Bol, so nice. Ritu and the little one, she's so grown up, she's singing now. Hari Bol.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mataji. Very nice, so beautiful. Okay, so that is Guru Vandana. So meanwhile, we shall move to the next part. Is the Mangalacharan prayers by Gauringi Devi Mataji. Do you have Mataji here today? Okay, Mataji has not yet joined. Okay, can I request any volunteer devotees to do the Mangalacharan prayers who has not taken it turn today? Swarup Prabhuji, are you available, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhu, sure.
Okay, do.
You want me to start, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji, please.
You want me to do the full thing, right? Om Agana Timiradhasa Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshur Unmilitan Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swa Padantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Utapata Sri Gurun Vaishnavamsa Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parigyana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakan Vitamsa He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanto Radha Kanto Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpa Taruvyasya Kripa Sindhuva Evacha Patitanam Pavanevvo Vaishnavebbo Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunnavadi Paschat Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Brinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Swarup Prabhuji. So nicely done. Mangalarchan prayers. Thank you so much. Okay, so next is a Premadvani prayers, leading by Indulekha Mataji, Hare Krishna Mataji, and dear devotees, wherever it is possible, kindly unmute and follow with Jaya sound. Mataji would do until up to key, and then we all follow Jaya behind. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Mataji. When
Hare
you
Krishna. Hare Krishna. Jaya Nitya Leela Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajacharya Stotra Sata Shri His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki
Jai.
Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajacharya Stotra Sata Shri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki
Jai.
Ananda Koti Vaishnavindi Ki
Jai.
Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki
Jai.
Jai.
Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki
Jai.
प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद याद्वैत गदाधारा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की
Jai.
Jai.
श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंद गिरि गोवर्धन की
Jai.
वृंदावन धाम की
Jai.
मथुरा धाम की
Jai.
Jai.
धाम की
Jai.
पुरी धाम की
Jai.
गंगा माई की
Jai.
यमुना माई की
Jai.
तुलसी देवी की
Jai.
भक्ति देवी की
Jai.
कीर्तन यज्ञ की
Jai.
प्रियत मृदंगा की
Jai.
नामवद्य भक्त वृंद की
Jai.
गौर प्रेमानंदी हरि
Hare Hari
Hari Hari Bol.
Bol.
all glories assembled devotees
Hare Krishna.
all glories assembled devotees
Hare Krishna.
all glories assembled devotees
Hare Krishna.
all glory to Guru and Gauranga, all glory to Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
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 Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, thank you so much, Indulekha Mataji. So beautifully led this Guru Premadvani praise. Very nice. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so with that one, we're done with the Mangalachan prayers and the Premadvani. So we shall move to the next. Before we move into Srimad Bhagavadgita, so can I request if there are any children, if they wanted to do the Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, leading it, we all follow behind. It would be very nice to hear from children to lead. Anyone would like to do? Any children available? Okay, so big children are also fine. Vijay Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I think Ritu has requested. She sent message.
Ritu Mataji. Yes, Ritu Mataji, would if you have got children to lead Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Yeah, my little girl. Yeah, she will.
Yes, Mataji.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo
Om
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Om
Namo
Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Om
Namo
Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
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 नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ 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 नमो
भगवते
वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो
भगवते
भगवते
वासुदेवाय।
वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ
ॐ
नमो
नमो भगवते
भगवते
वासुदेवाय।
वासुदेवाय।
ॐ
नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
Om Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
Om
ॐ
Namo
भगवते
Bhagavate
वासुदेवाय।
Hare Krishna, Ritu Mataji and children, very beautifully led Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So beautiful. It is so divine. Thank you so much. So just like Dhruv Maharaj was instructed to Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya and Japasya Paramo Gushiha Shuritai Me Rupatmaja. Yes, Saptaratram Prapatan Puman Pashyati Kecharan. If we do the Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya within 7 days, we would see some kind of divine people going in the sky. If we just continue this Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. It is so beautiful. Thank you so much, Mataji. Very good. Thank you. Okay, so now we shall move to the next part. It is Srimad Bhagavadgita. Okay, we have been discussing Srimad Bhagavadgita, second chapter. The shlokas 48 to 49, 50 in the last session. We shall move into the next shloka today. So today, just to give a recap, so we have been discussing the Buddhi Yoga. In the last few shlokas, Buddhi Yoga is devotional service. One has to work in the devotional service, like without expecting any results for his sense gratifications. Karmanyevadhikarste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbhuhu mate sangostva karmani. So one has a authority to carry out his duty, but he cannot have results for himself. Otherwise, he is called Krupanaha Palahetavaha, a person who is a miser who wanted to eat the fruits of his activities. And then further, Krishna says, Yogastha Purkarmani Sangam Chaktva Dhananjaya Siddhya Siddhyoho Samobhotva Samatvam Yoga Uchyate. So that's why, O Arjuna, you keep yourself in the Yogastha Purkarmani. Keep yourself in the yoga and then carry out your activities, your duty as a matter of duty. You do things as a matter of to do it, as a duty. Sangam Chaktva Dhananjaya, without attachment to the results. Siddhya Siddhyoho Samobhotva Samatvam Yoga Uchyate. So irrespective of a success or failure, whatever you engage in the devotional service, that is Samatvam Yoga Uchyate, that is the proper yoga. And then further, Durena Hevaram Karma Buddhi Yoga Dhananjaya Buddho Saranam Anvicha Krupanaha Palahetavaha. So by devotion, Durena Hevaram Karma Buddhi Yoga Dhananjaya. So by the strength of devotional service, free from the material contamination. In such a way, Krishna is saying, Buddho Saranamanvicha Krupanaha Palahetavaha. Krupanaha Palahetavaha is one is the miser. And then further, buddhi yukto jahatiha ube sukrita dushkrite tasmad yoga yujyasva yogaha karmasu kaushalam. So Krishna is suggesting, so whoever is engaged in the devotional service to Lord Krishna, then he would attain the perfection of human life in this life itself. So that is for that purpose, O Arjuna, you do your activity. Likewise, Krishna is mentioning to Arjuna. In other words, engaging yourself in the devotional service. A man engaged in the devotional service rids himself of both good and bad reactions even in this life. Therefore, strive for yoga, which is the art of all work. And yesterday there was one question: if we have accumulated so many sinful activities, how it would be possible to clear them very easily and quickly? So here, this is the one: devotional service rids himself of both good and bad reactions even in this life. So that is tasma yogi jisva yogaha karmasu kaushalam. So, but we need to be steady in our devotional service. So today further, going to the 51 shloka, Krishna is mentioning to Arjuna, Karmajam buddhi yuktahi palam tyaktva manishinaha janma bandha vinirmuktaha padam gachanti anamayam. Padam gachanti anamayam. And people who has engaged in the karmajam buddhi yuktahi, engaged in the devotional service, palam tyaktva, without any results of the activities, palam tyaktva, without expecting any results from his duty, manishinaha, the purified souls, janma bandha vinurmuktaha, they have freed from the material entanglement, and then they have attained padam gachanti anamayam, that is without any miseries. They have attained the Vaikuntha Loka. So that is the shloka that we are going to do it. So before Prabhavati Saci Mata is going to explain this, I request all the devotees take turn to recite this particular shloka. And meanwhile, we also invite Ram Lala Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, and Vatpanam, Shil Prabhu. Thank you for kindly joining. Okay, so I shall recite once, 3 times, and then line by line, the devotees follow behind me, and then later on, each devotee also recite, and then line by line, we all follow behind you. Okay, so in such a way, we will meditate on this particular shloka. Karmajam buddhi yukta hi palam tyaktva manishinaham janma bandha vinirmuktaha padam gachanti anamayam. Karmajam buddhi yukta hi palam tyaktva manishinah janma bandha vinirmuktaha padam gachanti anamayam. Karmajam buddhi yukta hi palam tyaktva manishinah janma bandha vinirmuktaha padam gachanti anamayam. Okay, dear devotees, wherever it is possible, kindly unmute and follow line by line. Karmajam buddhi yukta hi
Karmajam buddhi yukta hi
palam tyaktva manishinah
phalam tyaktva manishinaha
janma bandha vinirmuktaha
janmabandha vinirmuktaha
padam gachanti anamayam.
padam gachanti anamayam.
Karmajam buddhi yukta hi
Karmajam buddhi yukta hi
palam tyaktva manishinah
phalam tyaktva manishinaha
janma bandha vinirmuktaha
janmabandha vinirmuktaha
padam gachanti anamayam.
padam gachanti anamayam.
Karmajam buddhi yukta hi
Karmajam yukta hi
palam tyaktva manishinah
phalam tyaktva manishinaha
janma bandha vinirmuktaha
janmabandha vinirmuktaha
padam gachanti anamayam.
padam gachanti anamayam.
Very beautiful. Thank you so much. Okay, we shall go devotee one by one. We go alphabetical order. So starting from I think Gayatri Mataji. So first you recite one shlok once and then later on second time you do line by line. We all follow behind you. Yes, Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम् कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
Karmajam
कर्मजं
buddhi yukta
बुद्धियुक्ता
hi
हि
फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः
फलं
phalam
त्यक्त्वा
tyakta
मनीषिणः
manishinah
जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ताः
janmabandha vinimuktaah
जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ताः
पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम्
पदं गच्छन्ति
gachanti
अनामयम्
anamayam. And Sandeep Prabhuji, please.
हरे कृष्ण कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम् कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
Karmajam buddhi yukta
युक्ता
hi
हि
फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः
फलं
phalam
त्यक्त्वा
tyakta
मनीषिणः
manishinah
जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ताः
janmabandha
जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ताः
vinimuktaah
पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम्
पदं
gachanti
गच्छन्ति
anamayam.
अनामयम्
हरे
Very
कृष्ण
good. Prabhuji and Mataji, very nice. Okay, we shall move next to Jaivaid Mataji, please.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Karmajam buddhi yukta hi phalam tyaktva. Yeah, okay. Karmajam buddhi yukta hi
कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
phalam tyaktva manishinaha
फलं
त्यक्त्वा
त्यक्त्वा
मनीषिणः
dhanma bandha vinirmuktaha
जन्मबन्धविमुक्ताः
padam gachanti anamayam.
पदं
पदं
गच्छन्ति
गच्छन्ति
अनामयम्.
अनामयम्
Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Very nicely recited. Okay, so next, Indulekha Mataji, please.
हरे कृष्ण Give one second, Prabhuji. कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
You recite one shloka
Okay,
completely, Mataji,
okay.
and then second time you lead line by line, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. कर्मजन् बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः विनिर्मुक्तः पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम् कर्मजन् बुद्धियुक्ता हि
कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः
फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः
जन्मबन्ध विनिर्मुक्ता
जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्तः
पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम्
पदं
पदं
गच्छन्ति
गच्छन्ति
अनामयम्
अनामयम्. Very beautiful. Thank you so much, Indulekha Mataji. Okay, so next, can I request? It's just looking at the devotees. Ritu Mataji, please, would you like to go?
Yes, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणा जन्मबन्धा विनिर्मुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम् कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
कर्मजं
बुद्धियुक्ता
बुद्धियुक्ता
हि
हि
फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणा
फलं त्यक्त्वा
त्यक्त्वा
मनीषिणः
मनीषिणः
जन्मबन्धा विनिर्मुक्ताः
जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ताः
जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ताः
पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम्
पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम्
Very beautiful. Thank you so much, Mataji. Do you have children to do it, Mataji, if you available? Okay.
कर्मजं No, Prabhuji. She doesn't understand the pronunciations yet. So, sorry.
That's all right, Mataji. Thank you so much. Next, Radha Sevka Mataji, please.
कर्मजन्म विधिर्युक्त हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्ध विनिर्मुक्तः पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम् कर्मजन्म बुद्धियुक्ता हि
Karmajam
Karma-jam-buddhi-yukta-hi
फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः
Phalam
Phalam
tyakta
tyaktva
manishinaha
manishinaha
जन्मबन्ध विनिर्मुक्तः
Janma
janmabandha
bandha
vinirmuktaha
vinirmuktaha
पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम्
padam gacchanti
Mayam. Very beautiful. Thank you so much, Mataji. Can I request Mrida Hachi Mataji, please?
कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणा जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ता पदं गच्छन्ति अनन्मयम् कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
Karma-jam buddhi-yukta-hi
फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणा
Phalam
Phalam
tyakta
Tyakta
manishinaha
Manishinaha
विनिर्मुक्ताः
Jnana Vidmuktaha
vinirmuktaha
पदं गच्छन्ति अन्ममायम्
Padam
Padam
Gachanti
gachanti
Anamayam.
anamayam
Very beautiful, Mataji. So next, can I request Swarup Prabhuji, please?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Karma-jam buddhi-yukta-hi Phalam takta manishinaha Janma-bandha vinirmuktaha Padam gachanti anamayam Karma-jam buddhi-yukta-hi
Karmajam Buddhi Yuktahi
Phalam takta manishinaha
फलं
Tyakta Manishinaha
Janma-bandha vinirmuktaha
Jnana Vidmuktaha
Padam gachanti anamayam.
Padam Gachanti Anamayam.
Hare
Very
Krishna.
beautiful, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Next, can I request Ram Lila Prabhuji, please?
Hare Krishna. कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्ता मनीषिणः जन्मबन्ध विनिर्मुक्ता फलं गच्छन्ति अनामयम् कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
Karmajam Buddhi Yuktahi
त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः
Phalam
Phalam
Palam
takta
Tyakta
manishina
Manishinaha
जन्मबन्ध विनिर्मुक्तः
janma
जन्मबन्ध
bandha vinirmuktaha
Taha
पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम्
padam gachanti anamayam.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Do we have Sita Sundari Mataji, Prabhuji?
No, Prabhuji, she is not.
That's fine, Mataji. Thank you. Can I request next Vijay Krishna Prabhuji, please?
Yes, but now I lost the tune because some devotees chanted in a different tune from the tune you gave us at the beginning. So I need for you to chant it again.
Prabhuji. Karmajam buddhi yukta hi phalam tyaktva manishinaham janma bandha vinirmuktaha padam gachanti anamayam.
Yes, thank you very much. You're most kind. Dandavat pranams. Karmajam buddhi yukta hi palam tyaktva manishinaha janma bandha nirmuktaha padam gacchantya namayam. Karmajam buddhi yukta hi
Karmajam buddhi yuktahi
palam tyaktva manishinaha
palam
त्यक्त्वा
त्यक्त्वा manishinaha
janma bandha vinirmuktaha
jnana vinirmuktaha
padam gacchantya namayam.
padam gachanti anamayam.
अनामयम्
Very beautiful. Thank you, Prabhuji. Next,
You're welcome.
Prabhavati Sachi Mataji, please.
कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्ध विनिर्मुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्त्य अनामयम् कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
Karmajam buddhi yuktahi
फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः
फलं
palam
त्यक्त्वा
त्यक्त्वा manishinaha
जन्मबन्ध विनिर्मुक्ताः
janma bandha
Nirmuktaha.
vinirmuktaha
पदं
पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम्
padam gachanti anamayam.
गच्छन्त्यनामयम्
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Can I request Meena Mataji to do?
Thank you. कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्ध विनिमुक्ता पदं गच्छन्त्य अनामयम् कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
कर्मजं
Karmajam buddhi
बुद्धियुक्ताहि
yuktahi
फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः
palam त्यक्त्वा
त्यक्त्वा
manishinaha
जन्मबन्ध विनिमुक्ता
janma bandha
विनिर्मुक्ताः
vinirmuktaha
पदं गच्छन्त अनामयम्
padam gachanti anamayam.
हरे कृष्ण
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Then can I request Debashish Prabhuji, please?
कर्मजं बुद्ध उक्ता हि फलं
कर्मजं
जन्म
फलं तत्त मनीषः जन्मबद्ध विनाशमुक्ता पदं गच्छन्ति अनामया कर्मजं बुद्ध उक्ता हि
Karmajam buddhi yuktahi
फलं तत्त मनीषः
palam takta manishinaha
जन्मबद्ध विनिष्मुक्ता
janma bandha vinirmuktaha
पदं गच्छन्ति अनामया
padam gachanti
Anamayam.
अनामयम्
Do you have Mampi Mataji Prabhuji?
No, Prabhu, Haribol. Mampi Mataji is not here.
Arja Prabhu, Advan Prabhu.
Arjo. Arjo is here. He will do it. Who wants me to read this? This Shlok.
कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणा जन्मबन्ध विनिर्मुक्ता पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम् कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
Karmajam buddhi
बुद्धियुक्ताहि
yuktahi
फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणा
palam
त्यक्त्वा
takta
मनीषिणः
manishinaha
जन्मबन्ध विनिर्मुक्ता
janma bandha
जन्मबन्ध
Vinirmuktaha
vinirmuktaha
पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम्
Padam
padam
Gachanti
gachanti
Anamayam.
anamayam.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Arja Prabhuji. So beautifully recited. Okay, thank you so much. Is there any devotee still not yet recited? Did I cover all the devotees? Or we will
Arju, well done. Haribol.
Very Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Okay, so if you all decided, now shall move to next Prabhavati Sachi Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji, would you like to take over Mataji?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I'll try whatever I can. Please forgive me for mistakes, and I'm not that knowledgeable. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Hare Krishna. I'll recite, no, Prabhuji, starting from
Yes,
recitation.
Mataji. Yes.
Yeah, okay. कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्धा विनिर्मुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम् कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्धा विनिर्मुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम् कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्धा विनिर्मुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम्. Synonym: Karmajam, due to fruitive activities. Buddhiyuktaha, being engaged in devotional service. He certainly, phalam, results. Tyaktva, giving up. Manishinaha, great sages or devotees. Janma bandha, from the bondage of birth and death. Vinirmuktaha, liberated. Padam, position. Gachanti, they reach. Anamayam, without miseries. Translation: by thus engaging in devotional service to the Lord, great sages or devotees free themselves from the results of work in the material world. In this way, they become free from the cycle of birth and death and attain the state beyond all miseries by going back to Godhead. Purport by Divine Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The liberated living entities belong to that place where there are no material miseries. The Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 14th chapter, 58 verse says, Sabashitaye pada pallavaplavam mahat padam punya yasho murarehi bhavambudirvatsa padam param padam padam yadvipadam na tesham. For one who has accepted the boat of the lotus feet of the Lord, who is the shelter of the cosmic manifestation and is famous as Mukunda, or the giver of Mukti, the ocean of the material world is like the water contained in a calf's footprints. Parampadam, or the place where there are no material miseries, or Vaikunta, is his goal, not the place where there is danger in every step of life. Owing to ignorance, one does not know that this material world is a miserable place where there are dangers at every step. Out of ignorance only, less intelligent persons try to adjust to the situation of fruitive activities, thinking that the resultant actions will make them happy. They do not know that no kind of material body anywhere within the universe can give life without miseries. The miseries of life, namely birth, death, old age, and disease, are present everywhere within the material world. But one who understands his real constitutional position as the eternal servitor of the Lord, and thus know the position of the personality of Godhead, engages himself in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. Consequently, he becomes qualified to enter into the Vaikuntha planets, where there is neither material miserable life nor the influence of time and death. To know one's constitutional position means to know also the sublime position of the Lord. One who wrongly thinks that the living entity's position and the Lord's position are on the same level is to be understood in the darkness and therefore unable to engage himself in the devotional service of the Lord. He becomes a lord himself and thus paves the way for the repetition of birth and death. But one who, understanding that his position is to serve, transfers himself to the service of the Lord, at once becomes eligible for Vaikuntha Loka. Service for the cause of the Lord is called Karma Yoga or Buddhi Yoga, or in plain words, devotional service to the Lord. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, everyone. So in this particular verse, the main essence is to understand is how we can benefit by acting in Buddhi Yoga. As Prabhuji already explained, Buddhi Yoga means none other than the devotional service to the lotus feet of the Lord. So this particular verse explains how if one becomes free from the cycle of birth and death, Janma Bandha Vinirmuktaha, and attain the state or place beyond all miseries. Padam Gacchantya Anamayam. So there is no birth and death cycle. That is the abode of Goloka Vrindavan, Lord Krishna, or Vaikuntha Loka, where there is no miseries, one who will not come back. We have seen in Bhagavad Gita all this time. This is the chapter 2 is called as contents of the Gita summarized. Means in this particular chapter, almost everything is covered, like Karma Yoga, Buddhi Yoga, and also Jnana Yoga. But now here, Lord Krishna started to explain about the Buddhi Yoga or Bhakti Yoga. So it is not easily available. We need to be, we need to practice devotional service every time, and we should not forget Krishna. How we cannot forget Krishna? In this particular verse, we can little bit go through with the purport. Actually, in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says in every chapter, we need to understand Lord, and also how to do devotional service, how to do follow step by step. Because Bhagavad Gita, when we study Bhagavad Gita, we should have faith in Lord. Without faith, we cannot understand. We should accept Bhagavad Gita, how Lord taught to Lord Krishna. How Lord Krishna taught to Arjuna. So Arjuna is a great devotee of the Lord, and he puzzled himself in the Kurukshetra. The main reason is like us people only, Lord wanted to give this knowledge again. So if he is a pure devotee of the Lord, so he understood Bhagavad Gita, and at the end he was just completely free from all the dualities. Then he decided to fight, and then he was actually enlightened. So that is how we should accept Bhagavad Gita. So in this particular verse, Lord Krishna is stressing that we have to engage ourselves in the devotional service of the Lord. He is giving example how the great sages, they free themselves from the results of the fruitive activities. The fruitive activities, every action has got, we all know that every action has got its own reaction. So we have to remember that every time. So when we do activities, any actions, we have to think of Lord, and we have to think that all the result we have to give to Lord Krishna. So, and the first thing we have to remember, we are the servant of the Lord. So we are connected to Guru Parampara, disciplic succession. And in chapter 4, Lord Krishna explains how we have to receive the knowledge. So it was broken down, and he gave that knowledge again to this one, Arjuna, in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So Lord never said that we should not do ahimsa. Wherever there is necessary, we have to do. I was listening to one lecture of Srila Prabhupada, and he was giving example of Mahatma Gandhiji, how people are misunderstanding, adulterating the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita for their own purpose. So he said, Mahatma Gandhiji, he was really great. He fought for freedom, but he adopted the ahimsa tattva. But you know, Srila Prabhupada was explaining in his explanation for this particular verse. He said, Lord Krishna never said not to do non-violence, because Bhagavad Gita was spoken in the Battle of Kurukshetra, where everybody was ready to do violence. I mean, it was the battle was for dharma only, religious purpose, but still it wasn't for non-violence. So this is one of the best examples Srila Prabhupada was giving. So we should understand, we should not misunderstand Bhagavad Gita for our own purpose. So that is why the spiritual master is most important, who comes in the disciplic succession, who has surrendered to Krishna, who has accepted Krishna as the servant of the Lord. So we have to be very careful in choosing the spiritual master. It's all explained in chapter 4, how we have to accept the spiritual master. So I'm going to read the purport. The liberated soul, liberated living entities belong to that place where there are no material miseries. So here, Srila Prabhupada is quoting a beautiful verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10 and 14th chapter, verse 58. So, Samashita e pada pallavaplam Mahat padam punya yasho murarehe bhavambudir vassa padam param padam yad vipadam na tesham. The translation for this is, for one who has accepted the boat of the lotus feet of the Lord, who is the shelter of the cosmic manifestation and is famous as Mukunda, or the giver of mukti, the ocean of the material world is like the water contained in a calf's footprint. Padam, or the place where there are no material miseries, or Vaikuntha, in his goal, not the place where there is danger in every step of life. So this is a very beautiful verse. Most of the senior devotees, they give this best example. I was listening to our His Grace Amok Prabhu yesterday in chat class. So he also gave this verse as an example. So we know that material ocean is compared like material world is compared to a ocean. It's a miseries of big ocean. But one who has taken the shelter of Lord's feet with the devotional service, rendering devotional service, surrender to Him, and only he works for Krishna. His motto and his goals are only to serve the Lord and serve the Vaishnavas and serve the Guru. So with that, the beautiful analogy is given here, calf's footprint. As we do devotional service, as we render devotional service regularly, it is not possible to sit 24 hours for everyone, because we all are living in this material world, and which is Dukhalayama Shashwatam. So every step, as the Lord said here, there is a danger. But we have to live in this world, we have to work. But when we work, our mind should be always focused in Krishna's name. Even at workplace, if possible, we have to remember Krishna all the time. So that is how, as we remember, keep on remembering, the ocean of this material existence will become smaller and smaller, like calf's footprints. So means when we can see in the rainy season, when the calf or anybody will walk, we can see the footprints. So the calf footprints are very small. So yes, that means the meaning is it will become so easy for the great devotee or the great sages who has completely focused their mind in the lotus feet of the Lord. So there is no difference between Lord and the Lord's lotus feet, as we know. So Lord's every part of the body is very auspicious, and we can, especially the devotees, always worship the lotus feet of the Lord. So this particular verse teaches us what is the destination of devotee who is practicing Buddhi Yoga. So next one is, owing to ignorance, one does not know that this material world is a miserable place where there are dangers at every step. So we can see in this Kali Yuga, as day by day, there's so many calamities are happening, natural calamities and geopolitical calamities. We can see now how the chaos is happening all over the world. And recently I was just, in the Facebook, I was watching a few clips, like in Nepal, what is happening, and, the tariff war. It's not necessary that there should be a proper war, but there are different types of wars going on in the world. Nowhere, nobody is at peace. Everybody is, one after the other, and one after another. There is so much calamities going on. Floods are happening everywhere. This year, I heard the rain is so much. So every time, unusual time, there is rain. In India, usually it is supposed to be like June, July, August, little bit will happen. But now we can see all the time that it's raining and it's flooded everywhere. I think in Punjab, we can see there's so much rain happening, and it's all unexpected. So natural calamities are there, man-made calamities are there. So we think that, oh, this will all over and next time we will have a good time. But then something else will appear. So there is no peace, there is no satisfaction, even in the family life also. We can see that every day, every step, we are struggling. It's like a war. We are battling every step. So the best thing is just not to worry about all those things. We have to think of Lord Krishna all the time. We have to think of Him. Our motivation should be try to attain at least any one of the spiritual planets. Our goal should be to go to Goloka Vrindavan, but it is not that easy. But our effort should be always there. So then we can just, and we have to follow our Guru's instruction. Through him only we can, cross this material ocean of death and birth cycle. So in this world, when we take birth, we are not only taking birth, but at the same time, when we take birth, we are following four these ones: birth, death, old age, and disease. Janma, Mrityu, Jaravadi. So no one can escape from this one. We can go to any planets. There are so many planets, 14 planets, but any planet if we go after we leave the body, we will have to come back. Only in Vaikuntha planets there is no birth, old age, disease, and the death. So we should try that. We should remember this all the time. But to understand this, we have to understand Lord. But to understand Lord, we have to understand ourselves, who we are, why we are born, what is the purpose of the life. Lord Krishna has explained so beautifully in chapter 2 the relationship between body and the soul. From from verse 11 to 30 verse, Lord Krishna has explained so beautifully the analysis of body and the soul, matter and the spirit, they fall also. So it's once we understand the difference between the body and the soul, also we need to think about who we are, where we come from, who we are belongs to. Lord Krishna explains in chapter 15, 7th verse, Mamayavamsho Jivaloke Jivabhuta Sanatana. So he says that we are all the part and parcels of him. We are the spirit souls. That is the next stage. Once we understand we are not the body, we are soul, we need to understand this as well. And also we have to, we have the qualities of the Lord, but in a very minimal quantity. So Lord has given us free will, but we should not misuse of that. We should understand this. We have to take it seriously, and we have to progress in the spiritual life by rendering devotional service to the Lord. That's only possible by doing the sadhana bhakti. Then it comes automatically, spontaneously. Then we will be fixed in devotional service. But it's not possible. It's not easy. We have to practice every day. So then by doing this, one can achieve padam gachyantya anamayam. So the persons attain a state beyond miseries where there is no repetition of birth and death cycle beyond this material world. So Lord Krishna also says in Bhagavad-gita chapter 8, 15 verse, Mamupetya punarjanma dukkhalayam ashashvatam. So this material world is dukkhalayam ashashvatam. There is no relief from this material world. So we have to think always about this one, and we have to really try to follow. Srila Prabhupada has given us so many books. We have to read them. We have to try to. It's not possible always to read alone, but if possible, we can join together sometimes. Some of us are not able to join Sangha regularly because we have different commitments. So we can join two of us and we can read together. Better than one person reading together is better. For me, I feel better like that. I read with the Kishori Gokula Nandini all the time, but we can try that. And also we can try some other sanghas like Chad is there. So they are doing now Bhagavatam Canto 3. So we should try to do whatever we can. And everyone, when we listen, we get lot of knowledge and how to improve our sadhana, how to improve our bhakti. Devotee association is very important as well, one of the important thing. So that's how we can improve ourselves. And to understand Lord, it's not easy as well. So we have to read books also. This is very important. We have to listen to our guru. We have to listen senior devotees lectures, possibly whenever we can. And we have to take advice from our God brothers or God sisters, senior devotees, Vaishnavas, and we have to try to follow in their footsteps. So this is one of the important thing in Bhagavad Gita. Lord Krishna says every time. So Vaishnavas are very, very dear to Lord Krishna. We can see so many examples in the Srimad Bhagavatam. There are non-devotees, pure devotees, as well as great mystic yogis. There are two examples which I always remember. One is Amrish Maharaj, and one is a mystic yogi, Durvasa Muni. So Lord Krishna says, when Durvasa Muni was chased by the Sudarshana Chakra, he was running. So he wanted to take shelter of Lord Shiva. He requested him to save him from the Sudarshana Chakra when it was chasing him. Then he really, Lord Shiva said, I can't do anything with this one. I can't help it. Then he is going to Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma also is advising him to go to Lord Vishnu. So Lord Vishnu says a beautiful verse here in Canto 9, 4th chapter, 68th verse. Sadhavu hridayam mahyam sadhunam hridayam tvaham madanyate te na janati naham tebhyo managapi. Translation for this verse is, the pure devotee is always within the core of my heart, and I am always in the heart of the pure devotee. My devotees do not know anything else but me, and I do not know anyone else but them. So this is one of the beautiful words. Lord Himself is telling that He can't do anything because the pure devotees are always in the core of His heart, and His heart is with them. So the meaning is, we can understand here how much Lord loves His devotee. He will sell Himself. We can see in the battlefield of Kurukshetra how He became a charioteer for Arjuna, because Arjuna is a pure devotee of the Lord. So the charioteer job is not easy. So even they will be kicked all the time, because they cannot talk in the battlefield. That's what I have heard. So we can see how Lord is helping and becoming like a servant also sometimes. We can see that. So in this purport, since Durvasa Muni wanted to chastise Maharaja Ambarish, it is to be understood that he wanted to give pain to the heart of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. For the Lord says, Sadhavu Hridayam Mayam. The pure devotee is always within the core of my heart. The Lord's feelings are like those of a father who feels pain when his child is in pain. Therefore, offences at the lotus feet of a devotee are serious. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has very seriously recommended that one not commit any offense at the lotus feet of a devotee. Such offenses are compared to a mad elephant, because when a mad elephant enters a garden, it causes devastation. Therefore, one should be extremely careful not to commit offenses at the lotus feet of a pure devotee. Actually, Maharaja Ambarisha was not at all at fault. Durvasa Muni unnecessarily wanted to chastise him on flimsy grounds. So we can see that how Amrish Maharaj, he was a grahastha, plus he was a great king. He didn't go and did tapasya. He did not, he didn't follow like a saintly life, but he was very renounced, and he was following the regulative principles. He was following the 9 process of devotional service. Everything he was following. So we can see that how Lord protected him in spite of great mystic yogi Durvasa Muni was trying to chastise him. He tried to kill even Amrish Maharaj. So finally, Lord is telling him to go and take shelter of Amrish Maharaj only. But Amrish Maharaj is, as a Vaishnava, he has all the qualities. So he forgives him, and finally everything is all right. So we can see the difference. Also, another example we can see. Say in this, we have Lord is telling we have to follow Buddhi Yukta and the devotional service. But some yogis like Vishwamitra also is another example, how he was not able to control his senses in spite of doing 60,000 years of penance. He wanted to become a great yogi, but he, because of Menaka, he did not see her, but he just heard her ankle bells. But with that, he got disturbed. So you can see how the difference between a great yogi, mystic yogi, and the difference between a great Vaishnava. So there are so many other examples. Also, Prahlad Maharaj is another best example, and Bharata Maharaj. Though Prahlad Maharaj was very small at his young age, he became a great devotee of the Lord. He didn't care about the punishment given by his father, and how Lord Narsimha appeared to protect him. We all know that. I don't want to go in detail. So this is these are the things we have to always remember. I think that is how we can try to follow the footstep of all great devotees. Whatever we can do, we have to do. So that is what. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us Shikshastakam, 8 verses, how we have to do the devotional service. Devotional service actually starts sadhana bhakti, starting from the tongue. Kirtanam, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. In this age of Kali, these two are very important, Shravanam and Kirtanam. So we can see by Shravana and Kirtana how Parikshit Maharaj got liberated by hearing Shravanam and Kirtanam Shukadev Goswami. So within 7 days, he was constantly hearing without taking anything. So he was focused completely and he got liberated. So we can see how this is so powerful. In the age of Kali, as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, there is no other alternative than singing the holy name of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this is the Kali Kale Namarupe Krishna Avatara. So Krishna appears himself in the name, in his name. And Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama Eva Kevalam, Kalau Nasti Eva Nasti Gatir Anyata. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stressed that in this age of Kali, there is no other alternative, only the name of the holy name of the Lord. So that is the only way we can, that is a key for us to go back to Goloka Vrindavan. Srila Prabhupada always says there's a ticket for you to go to Goloka Vrindavan. But we have to attentively chant the holy name of the Lord. That's one of the best service we can do in this age of Kali. The reading is always there, and we have to do the all the other this devotional services also as a grahastha or being living in this material world. We have to follow everything. A Panchanga Bhakti we have to follow. That is what Srila Prabhupada has given to us. So I think there are so many verses regarding the bhakti. Bhakti is not easy. Bhakti is very rare. Lord Krishna explains in chapter 8. There are few verses given, I think, from remembering Krishna by pure bhakti. How we can remember? Chapter 8, from 14 to 16. Thank you, Prabhuji, for sharing. So I'm reading from my book, actually. Attaining Krishna is easy by Kevala Bhakti. Kevala Bhakti, we all know. The verse for this is Ananya Cheta Chetaha Satatam Yo Mam Smarati Nityasaha Tasyaham Sulabha Partha Nitya Yuktasya Yoginaha Ananya Chetaha Satatam, without deviation of mind. That means to other processor of our goals. Yo Mam Smarati Nityasaha, the devotee who always remember me exclusively. Tasyaham Sulabham Partha, for him I am very easy to obtain, O Partha. Nitya Yuktasya Yoginaha, because of his constant engagement in devotional service. So, how to remember Krishna? He is always he is explaining here. And the next verse is 15th. No rebirth for pure devotee. Mamupetya punarjanma dukkhalayam ashashvatam napnuvanti mahatmanaha samshuddhim paramam gataha. Mamupetya punarjanma. After attaining me, they never take birth again. Dukkhalaya ashashvatam. In this temporary world, which is full of miseries. Napnuvanti mahatmanaha. Such great souls never return to this world. Samsiddhim paramam gataha. Having attained the highest goal of personal service to me. So we can see here Lord is assuring us that there is no rebirth. Once anybody is entered into the eternal spiritual world, Krishna will say that Krishna says that there is no rebirth. But we have to always remember there are other planets which will come back again. In the 16th verse, Lord Krishna explains here, rebirth is in all planets except Krishna's abode. The verse is for Abrahma Bhuvana Loka Punaravartino Arjuna Mamupetye tu Kaunteya Punarjanmana Vidyate. Abrahma Bhuvana Loka. Everyone in all planets up to Brahmaloka. Punar Avartino Arjuna. Take repeated birth and death, even if they are pious. Mamupetya tu Kaunteya. But one who attains my abode, O son of Kunti, Punarjanmana Vidyate. Never takes birth again. So Krishna is reassuring again, if we come to my abode, there is no rebirth. If you are going to doing all the pious activities, you will go to different loka up to Brahma loka, but you will have to come back. But you can see from normally when we talk to people, generally one who has no knowledge of proper Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and they say that, oh, if we do pious activities, we will go to Vaikuntha. So that is what they think. But it is not true. Krishna is assuring again and again. So Lord Krishna again explains in so many verses. I will give few verses. I will just read few verses about the bhakti, which is the topmost yoga. Lord Krishna, according to Lord Krishna's opinion, bhakti yoga is the best of all yogis. He is explaining that in 6th chapter, 47 verse. Yoginam api sarvesham. Prabhuji, you want to share or you want me to read? Okay. Yoginamapi sarvesham madgatenantaraatmana Shraddhavan bhajate yo mam same yukta tamo mataha. So Krishna says here, and of all yogis, the one with the great faith who always abide in me, think of me within myself and renders transcendental loving service to me, he is the most intimately united with me in yoga and is the highest of all. That is my opinion. So Lord Krishna gives his opinion. Chapter 6 is completely Lord Krishna is explaining Ashtanga yoga, different types of yoga, how to practice. But in this age of Kali, it is not possible. So Krishna is, in the end, he's concluding in 6th chapter. This is what he's saying, that this is the best one can do. Other things are not possible. And also in chapter 10, 8th verse, he says, Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. Krishna explains who is he. All this time he did not explain properly, but now in 10th chapter he explains his identity. Who is he? What is his actual energy? I mean, in chapter 10, he starts explaining everything, but 8th sloka to 11th sloka, it gives the essence of Bhagavad Gita. So 8th sloka, he's explaining that Aham Sarvasya Prabhavo. Everything emanates from me. Matta Sarvam. Aham Sarvasya Prabhavo. Matta Sarvam Pravartate. Means everything emanates from me, including the spiritual and material world. But one who understands this and starts worshipping me, he's a great devotee. Yeah, you can say, he explains that in there. And also he says, he gave a very good way for us in 18th chapter, how to surrender. He says we have to surrender. He did not explain so well in Bhagavad Gita how to surrender, but when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, in the form, Lord Krishna himself came in the form of Lord Chaitanya, and he explained how to surrender and how to do the bhakti. But Lord Krishna suggested us we have to surrender to him. In 18th chapter, 66 sloka, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. So Krishna explains here, you have to surrender to me, give up all other activities, and I will protect you from all sinful activities. So, as Prabhu said, I think this is another answer for the question how we can get rid of sinful activities. I know it is not easy to surrender to Krishna. Surrendering means I have heard from Guru Maharaj and all the senior devotees plus Srila Prabhupada said everything we have to surrender, good and bad things. So there shouldn't be anything, we have to surrender everything, whatever we do, whatever we, think, everything, even from the mind, you have to surrender to Krishna. So that's what he is assuring. I will take all your sinful reactions. So this is what we have to think. And Krishna says also bhakti is very rare. It is not easy. 7th chapter, 3rd shloka, Krishna says, Manushanam Sahasreshu, that out of many thousand, one may interested in transcendental realization to try to know the self, the body, and the absolute. So it is not easy. Lord Krishna himself says. And another verse in that same chapter is 19th verse. After many, many births, one may actually understand that Krishna is the ultimate goal of spiritual realization. Bahunam Janmanam Ante. So there are so many verses related to this. Bhakti is easy also, very easy. Krishna gives one example. There are so many examples he says. One is we all know 9th chapter 26th verse. Patram Pushpam Phalam Thoyam. You know that verse, I think everybody knows. Krishna is pleased to accept even a leaf, a flower, little water, or fruit offered in genuine love and devotion. I think it's already time. I don't know. I don't want to carry on so much, but there are so many beautiful verses in Bhagavad Gita. Everywhere, every chapter, Lord Krishna gives at least a glimpse of how to do bhakti. And as we all know, Bhagavad Gita has 3 main yogas: Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and Jnana Yoga. Karma Yoga is from chapter 1 to chapter 6. Bhakti Yoga is from 7th chapter to 12th chapter. And Jnana Yoga is from 13th chapter to 18th chapter. So we all can see Krishna, and there is a full chapter, Bhakti Yoga, 12th chapter completely. Lord Krishna explains. So everywhere Lord Krishna explains how we have to do, and also he is telling it is not easy. Like our mind is so indriya control, when our sense control is not easy. Arjuna is telling in chapter 6, 34 verse, Chanchalam hi manaha Krishna. Mind is very, very, chanchala means it's wandering all the time. It has, it can go miles and miles away. So sitting here, we can take round of the whole world. So that is how the mind is. But Krishna agreed that in 35 verse, he says, yes, I agree with you, but constant practice, constantly remembering me, you can do that. You can control it. So we have to try to control it. Throughout Bhagavad Gita, bhakti has been explained everywhere, even chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, up to chapter 18. So I think there is a book called as Gita Subodhini, written by Gauranga Darshan Das Prabhuji. It's so useful actually. There are so many analogies given. It's explained very nicely. It's actually summary of Bhagavad Gita. That Prabhu has written so many books, like even he has written Bhagavatam Subodhini and even Chaitanya Charitamrita Subodhini. So I think this book is very helpful. We can to refer, so easily we can refer all the verses. So thank you very much, Prabhuji, and so for giving me this opportunity to end. Bhakti yoga is not easy, and to cross this ocean of birth and death cycle also not easy. But we have to constantly practice Bhakti yoga, if possible. That's the message from Lord Krishna from here. And please forgive me for any mistakes, and sorry for any mistakes, and please correct me if you can, and you can give your realization. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. All Guru Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Prabhuji, for highlighting. That's it. That's true. Can eligible to go to Vaikuntha Loka. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much, Prabhavati Sachi Mataji. So beautifully explained. Very nice. So many reflections. Thank you so much. Okay, so dear devotees, if you have got any questions or you wanted to share anything on Krishna consciousness, kindly ask questions and kindly share as well. Hare Krishna. Ramlala Prabhuji, would you like to add anything, Prabhuji?
Please, Prabhuji, you are always giving lot of reflection. Thank
Okay. Ramlala Prabhuji. Okay, Vijay Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Amoga Prabhu, I have a question. May I?
Yes, Prabhuji, please.
Yes, I need for Prabhavati Mataji to read. I need for you to highlight it in blue. You're sharing on the screen right now. Yes, the purport, and the quote is, the sentence is, quote, "He becomes a Lord himself and thus paves the way for the repetition of birth and death." Can you highlight this sentence? Yes, yes, right there. Yes, can you see it, Prabhavati Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So do you mind reading it?
You want me to read that?
Yes, this highlighted in blue
Yeah,
sentence
okay.
of the purport.
Yeah, he becomes a Lord himself and thus pave the way for the repetition of birth and death.
Yes, so thank you very much, your most kind. So based on this sentence, my question would be, how do you explain that after becoming a Lord myself, I still have to experience the repetition of birth and death? That would be my question.
I think, I don't know, Prabhuji, what I understand with this is, I can, Prabhuji can explain better. I will say what I understood in here. One who
Yes,
wrongly,
sorry,
no,
yes. I
one,
need you to tell me what is your understanding of this sentence.
okay, one who wrongly thinks that the living entities position and the Lord's position are on the same level is to be understood in the darkness and therefore unable to engage himself in the devotional service of the Lord. He becomes a Lord himself and thus paves the way of the repetition birth of death. Prabhuji, everybody is not same, right? How much ever you try to explain them regarding Lord, regarding Lords and the different one who do not understand, like I can say Mayavadis, or like one who is not in Krishna consciousness, they think themselves that they are in the equal position of the Lord. Yeah, there is no difference between them and Lord. That is what they think all the time. How much ever you try to explain them, there are people like that. So they don't believe in Lord, and those kind of people, they're not doing anything for Lord. They don't want to try to understand, they don't want to follow anything. They think themselves that they know everything and they are equal to the Lord. So this is what I understand, and they cannot attain any spiritual worlds. So they will be going to the repetition of birth and death all the time. So they cannot be liberated, Prabhuji, because they don't understand the Lord. There is no knowledge of about the Lord to them. That's why my understanding in here is.
Yes, but the fact that I become a Lord.
They don't become Lord because they are thinking themselves the Lord, Prabhuji. They don't become the Lord. That's
Yes,
yeah.
But if I become a Lord myself,
you are in the.
Is it that I cannot avoid the repetition of birth and death?
Prabhuji, in this particular sentence, what my understanding is, we are not becoming Lord. The people are misunderstanding that they are the Lord. They think that they are the Lord, and they are becoming the Lord. But for Vaishnavas, when we get liberated, according to our desire, there are 5 types of liberation. So we can become equal to the Lord also. We can possess equal level of opulences as Lord has. So there are five liberations. So that is also one can get. But the pure Vaishnava will not desire for anything. He want only to serve the Lord. He don't want any opulence. He don't want to become the Lord. He don't want to become anything. It is possible if we want to desire, like when we are doing devotional service, according to our desire, Lord, we will get those kind of liberations. That's what my understanding is. But in here, it is not that case. There are people who think themselves equal to the level of the Lord, but without any knowledge of any shastric knowledge. They don't have any knowledge. I think, please correct me, Prabhuji, if I am mistaken. Sorry. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Yes, what I don't understand is if I become a Lord myself, why can't I make it disappear from my life, the repetition of birth and death? After all, I did become a Lord myself, but still, in accordance with this sentence, I cannot avoid the repetition of birth and death, and I would like to know why. Why not?
We got Induleka Mataji rising. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, everyone. Vijay Krishna Prabhuji, if you read, one who wrongly thinks, the word is there, wrongly thinks that the living entity's position and the Lord's position are on the same level, right? He is to be understood to be in darkness and therefore unable to engage himself in the devotional service of the Lord. Now, there are so many people who think themselves they are Lord. If you go to India, you see so many Babajis. They are walking. You don't know who is a true Babaji, who is sincere, who is renowned. You don't find them. Now, if you take the great yogis, they go to a secluded place, right? And they will sit in a position like not too high, not too low. They have to put kushagra, they have to put a deer skin, they have to put a silk cloth, they have to sit there with their back erect, with their eyes half closed, and then they have to control all their senses. What are they doing? They're trying to go to another planetary system. But at the end of the day, they'll come back to this material world. Sometimes they got some mystic powers, some siddhis, as we say. And that is of no use because they will have to come back to this material world. Now, if you take a devotee, they go on the street, they're shouting, they're chanting, they're doing Harinam. What are they doing? They're putting the Harinam in the ears of other people. Doesn't matter other people are listening, not listening, mocking. You know, in India, people were mocking when we were on the street. Some will just come in front of you and do a show of chanting Hare Krishna, and they tell their hands that you give them money, right? Many people are like that. Now, if you are reading the Bhagavad Gita and you understand the Bhagavad Gita, So you will not think that I am the Lord. Why can't I control my life? Or why can't I come out of the circle of birth and death? Try it, Prabhuji. Try it. That is not possible because we are ordinary living beings. We live in this material world. Our constitutional position is to be the servant of Krishna. If we serve Krishna, we may get liberation depending on the degree we serve. Otherwise, no way. To understand this, Prabhuji, read this sentence a couple of times and let it set in your head and then understand it.
So, in accordance with your answer, Mother Induleka, and you mentioned the yogis who in the material sense, they become very advanced in their tapasya and austerities. So, but even then, they can, and in that sense, they do become lords themselves because of how powerful they become, because of their tapasyas and austerities. But still, these tapasyas, these material powers are not enough to make them disappear from their lives. The repetition of birth and death, like you said, they have to come back.
Yes.
Yes, now I got an answer to my question. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Vijay Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Amoga Prabhu, it doesn't matter how advanced you are in the material sense. If you do not surrender to the only Lord that exists, Lord Krishna, and it is only Lord Krishna who can give liberation, there's no way for you to stop the repetition of birth and death in your life, no matter how hard you try in the material sense, like in Duleka Mataji was saying, tapasyas, austerities become powerful in relation to the siddhis, yoga siddhis, etc. That will not make it disappear from your life, the repetition of birth and death. And like Mother Induleka said it, and very well, they will have to come back to enjoy the good karma accumulated, because any type of karma will make you come back. So yes, now it's clear. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji, if you read, there's a verse in I think chapter 9, when he says, I think, Sina Punyam Ritya Loka Vishanti, where after you have finished your pious credit, you have to come back here. And then
25 verse, Mataji.
Sorry?
25 verse in 9th chapter.
Thank you, Mataji. So it was also there. Mataji was giving the examples of Ambarish Maharaj, how elevated he was, but he was using all his power, all his wealth, all his energy to do the service to the Lord. That's why he had the capacity to endure all the things that Durvasa Muni threw to him. So he was there. He could do that. We don't have the capacity because we are not sincere in our devotional service.
Yes, because Durvasa Muni was very, very advanced in the material sense because of his austerities, but still he had to beg at the lotus feet of Ambarish Maharaj to pardon for the offenses he committed against Ambarish, and only then this Sudarshan chakra stopped persecuting him. So the mercy of the pure devotee saved him, not his own austerities. Yes, thank you for that, for such an example, Induleka Mataji. Hare Krishna.
So we see that how a Vaishnava is higher than a Brahmana and higher than a yogi.
Yes.
Durvasa Muni was a great yogi, so many mystic power, but still, Amrit Maharaj was higher than him.
Yes, exactly.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, very beautiful Mataji and Prabhuji, very nice. Ramlala Prabhuji, you are sharing something, Prabhuji?
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Whatever Mata, the discussion is clear actually. It's giving the full message actually. Actually, it is our intention to become equal to God. So it is the enviousness. What is enviousness? Envy character. When who can go to back to Godhead? Who are qualified? Who are free from six enemy of our Kam, Krodha, Lobh, Moha, Mat, Matsarja. The six elements. So when enviousness, the person think about I am equal to God. So it is only Parameshwar. Parameshwar is mean only one God. One is the supreme one. Then I don't acknowledge the supreme one. So when I am going to deny the supreme one, how can be God? Actually, it is opposite to God is dog, the God. Okay. So actually, it is not right way to think about I am equal to God. So it's coming to actually is yes, Prabhu is also giving this because there is a many way in Bhagavatam mentioned who are falling down because of enviousness. So they think why I have to do service to Lord. They are thinking people have to serve to me instead of uh, going to service to God. So actually they deny to serve. So that is enviousness. Yes, yes. So actually this is our tendency, our mentality, because we are suffering from life after life. We don't understand what is the solution. So that's why it is very important to understand correct source from scripture, whatever Amango Prabhu is showing that. So that is the scriptural source why you are suffering, repeated birth and death. Because of we are not thinking our desire not to giving service to Lord. Because giving service to Lord means I am servant of God. So they think oppositely. Oppositely, I am the master and why I have to give service. Due to this opposite thinking, they are suffering life after life. So whenever it will be purified, then they are qualified to giving service to Lord. Even also Bhagavadgita, sorry, Prabhuji, just I am coming this your part. So who can serve to God? In Bhagavatam 7:28, it's mentioned, Jesam ta antagata papam janonam punno karmanam te dandamaho nirmukta bhajante mam dirirabrata. So who has a lie, many lie, yes, 28. 28, yes. Yes. Yeah. Who can do that to give service? They have, yes, Prabhuji. Yes, yes. Yes, it was, yeah. Prabhuji, will I read the translation? Yes, yes. Person who have acted piously in previous lives and in this life, and whose sinful actions are completely eradicated, are free, are freed from the dualities of delusion, and they engage themselves in my service with determination. So this, who can give service? Because who cannot give service? Two difference. Who cannot give service? They have sinful activities. Due to that, they are thinking, I should not give any service. This is the enviousness. And whose mind is very pure, become clear, they think they can give service because this is who can they have many lifetime, they have pious activities, and this lifetime accumulation of this, they are doing service to Lord, giving service to, they desire to serve to God. So they think, how can I serve to Lord? Any service they want to do that. So that is they are qualified. And that I am repeating, no way to think I am equal to God. It's no way to. They are actually going opposite. They are falling down. It is envious character, enviousness. So we should not think about this way. Many they can give many theories, many formula. You can become as a God, because it's not. It's not. God is only one. Supreme God is only one. No one can become a God. So that's why this is thinking also. This is also true. This way to think, it is they will suffer life after life. Yes. Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji, you want to say something maybe relevant to that. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
No, Prabhuji. So you are saying very beautifully explaining. So just I'm sharing something. Envious people think Yeshwaroham aham vogi, Siddhoham balavan sukhi, like that. Thank you so much, Ramlala Prabhuji, for kindly sharing this knowledge with us. Any other comments, dear devotees? If you have got any questions, Gayatri Mataji, Jayaved Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So beautiful, Prabhavati Mataji. It was very beautiful class. I really enjoyed lot of the points you have explained today, Mataji. Beautiful. I have no questions, Prabhuji, today. It was really nice. And when they say like Arjuna has overcome the dualities, so dualities are always there. So we have to overcome it. Like that was the main point which I was trying to understand more in detail, Prabhuji. That's all for today. Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna all devotees. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Mataji, Jayaved Mataji, you wanted to share anything, Mataji?
No, Prabhuji, Mataji explained so beautifully and additionally contributed by Indulekha Mataji, Ram Lal Das Prabhuji, Vijay Krishna Prabhuji, everybody, and you as well. So thank you. Nothing more from me.
Thank you, Mataji. Sarup Prabhuji, you wanted to share, Prabhuji, anything?
No, Prabhuji, it was a very good discussion, and everything is being discussed and explained um, by the devotees. So I have nothing more to ask, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Radha Sevaka Mataji, you wanted to add anything, Mataji?
Hare Krishna, everybody. Thank you so much, Mataji. Please pray for us that we can like serve the Lord in a good, proper way.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, any other comments? Mrida Sachi Mataji, you wanted to share anything, Mataji? Meena Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, everything was explained so nicely. Yeah, it's Radha Sevaka Mataji said that, yes, please, you they pray that we can help do the bhakti. Yeah. But yeah, everything is explained so nicely, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Ritu Mataji, do you have any questions, Mataji?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Mataji. It was such a wonderful class. Everything was explained so nicely. I have no questions. I'm like overwhelmed. It's such a good explanation. Thank you so much, Mataji. Thanks.
So beautiful.
All Guru Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Osha Mataji, you wanted to add anything, Mataji? Okay. Debashish Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Sorry, Prabhu, I was joined later, so
That's late, Mataji.
I had to listen the class first. Yes. So always Prabhavati Mataji does the regular prayers. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone, for kindly joining and sharing in the discussion this particular shloka. And can I request all devotees kindly unmute and do the Hari words to Prabhavati Sachi Mataji, please?
Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol. Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Thank you, everyone. Hare Krishna. Please bless me. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhavati Sachi Mataji. Very nice. Okay, so that is what Karmajam Buddhiptahi Palam Chakta Manishinaha Janma Bandha Vinurmuktaha Padam Gachanti Anamayam. Gachanti Anamayam. We go back to spiritual planet, Vaikuntha planets, where we would staying with the Lord. So all this devotional service lead to going back to the Vaikuntha Loka. As we are engaging in the devotional service to Krishna, we go back to Goloka Vrindavan, that is the topmost of Vaikuntha Lokas, where there is no miseries. प्रवर्तते यत्र रजस्तमस्तयोः सत्त्वं च मिश्रं न च कालविक्रमः न यत्र माया किमुता परे अनुव्रता यत्र सुरा asura achitaha. So where everyone are in engaging in devotional service to the Lord. Okay, that is the place, ultimate destination for every one of us. Okay, so but there, even we go there, our activities continue, our devotional service continue in the spiritual world. It would not be stopped like some people like Mataji mentioned, Yanya Ravindhaksha Vimukta Maninaha. So this particular shloka. So Tvayasta Bhavad Abhishuddha Buddhaya Aruhya Kuruchirena Param Padam Tataha Patantyadaha Anadruta Yushmadangaraya. People who think that they are the Lord because they do not believe that Lord is existing. In that particular state, they think themselves as God. I am God, I am Brahma, you are Brahma, he is Brahma, that person is Brahma, except Krishna. So likewise, Prabhupada, so in such a way, their intelligence is impure. So they fall down from their position of imagined superiority because they have no regard for your lotus feet. That is impure. Whenever everything is completely purified, we go back to, we engage ourselves. Even the great sages, they are also advised that to hear Swechavatar Charitaihi Achincha Nijamaya. So the Lord's pastimes, even the yogis, they have to meditate on the pastimes of the Lord. It is not only simply sitting at one place and doing pranayama. That is also needed, and then sitting in proper posture, he has to remember the pastimes of the Lord. Vaikuntha Leela Vidhyanam Samadhanam Tatatmanaha. That is Samadhi. Then he will go back to Vaikuntha planet. Otherwise, if he is just meditating on the Brahman light, then he will merge into that Brahman light according to his desire, which is also not permanent. So like Kuto Anyat Kal Viplatam, Lord says that one. Okay, so here devotional is the permanent state where devotees attain the spiritual planets. That is the ultimate prayojana. And engaging in the devotional service, when who is in the pure devotional service, he does not differentiate the spiritual planet and also this material world, because he has got a divine vision. He has got a divine vision. Because of the divine vision, he would see wherever he is, he sees Vaikuntha planet in and around. So he is always happy in such a way. Panditaha Samadarshinaha. So that state we are trying to practice and get everything into that particular position where we see everything in relation to Krishna. Then it doesn't matter whether we are in the spiritual planet or material planet, everything is spiritual. In fact, everything is spiritual. Material planet is also out of the Lord's creation. This is everything spiritual. There is nothing called material also in the higher vision, in the broader vision. Okay, so at the moment is just a forgetful condition of a living entity. He comes to this material world to fulfill his desires, and that is where it is called material unforgetfulness. And then so many ways it goes in a downwards in different variegatedness, the material abominable materialistic activities. Again, he has to come back to the real constitutional position. And then when he is engaged, and then again he will go back to Vaikuntha, again his activities would expand in the spiritual planet. Okay, that is a different thing. Okay. Okay, so thank you so much, Mataji, and all devotees for kindly joining. Okay, Vijay Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, because you just you're sharing the translation of the text chosen for today by Prabhavati Mataji, and you see that in the translation, in the second sentence, the focus of Lord Krishna, because this is a verse being chanted by Lord Krishna to Arjun, and Lord Krishna's focus in the second sentence is all about becoming free, exactly, and you're highlighting it in blue. He is becoming free from the cycle of birth and death. So that's why I asked my question, which was all about this subject, which is so important, because if we practice bhakti yoga without knowing that one of the most cherished goals is to stop becoming victimized by the repetition of birth and death, then we're missing a lot. So although it is well known in Vaishnava circles that it doesn't matter where the pure devotee lives, he may live even in hell, in the worst hell, in the material world, still he doesn't become disturbed because of his pure devotion. Still, if we take into consideration the analytical way of practicing the process of bhakti yoga, we need to understand that this aspect in terms of end result of the practice, the aspect of becoming, and this is being mentioned by Lord Krishna himself. So if we do not give importance to such a statement, that would be offensive, and how can we make spiritual advancement by committing offenses? So I think that this part of the verse, which deals with becoming free from the cycle of birth and death, but he explains in the first sentence that only by engaging in devotional service, there's no other way, there's no other way, there's no other way. Because people may ask us, you, Hare Krishna, say, you speak so much about becoming free from birth and death. And people may ask, and what should I do for me to become free from birth and death? And then the devotee must bring this verse, many other verses, but this verse is a very important verse for the purpose of explaining, mostly to newcomers, who can present the question, how you, Hare Krishnas, speak so much about birth and death, old age and disease, and my question would be, how can I become free from these four problems offered by material life? This verse responds to the question, how can I become free from the cycle of birth and death? By engaging in devotional service. That's why I asked my question. It's not by engaging in material austerities, like the yogis do. It is by engaging in devotional service. Then and only then can we become free from the cycle of birth and death. And this is a declaration of Lord Krishna in the second sentence of this verse to his disciple Arjuna. Krishna is not joking here. He is performing the role of a spiritual master. And he's explaining that if you want to become free from birth and death, Arjuna, you need to engage in my devotional service. And that is the same answer to be given to whom? Mostly to the newcomers who hear so much from the Hare Krishnas. Oh, we are trying to become free from birth, death, old age, and disease, solving these 4 problems of material life. And then the person asks, but how do you do it? What is it that I need to do to become free from such 4 problems, from these 4 problems? Here is the answer in relation to 2 of the problems presented by material life, birth and death. If you engage in devotional service, you will be able to escape birth and death and attain the state beyond all misery. So that's why I asked my question. Thank you for the clarification, because we, in the purport, we may think that if we become lords ourselves, we may even stop the repetition of birth and death. But for me to avoid repetition of birth and death in my personal life, I would be there. I would be there needing to become Krishna himself, because only Krishna is capable. That's why he is the Supreme Lord. He's capable of freeing, giving liberation, freeing the conditional living entity from birth and death. I may become very powerful because of my austerities, etc., and so on. But for me to become free from the cycle of birth and death, I would have to become Krishna himself, and we all know that that is impossible. The constitutional position of the living entity never changes, never changes. Never change. We are and we always be parts and parcels of the Lord. The Lord is the Lord and we are his parts and parcels, and that will never change. And for the part and parcel to become liberated from the conditioned state where he finds himself being victimized by the repetition of birth and death, he needs to surrender to the Lord. Because becoming the Lord himself, it's not possible. The constitutional position of the living entity never changes. We will be forever parts and parcels of the Lord. And that doesn't make us capable of escaping from the cycle of the birth and death. Only the Lord can do it. That is a power that only the Lord has. We don't have the power to escape the repetition of birth and death, because we are only parts and parcels. We are not as powerful as the Lord for us to make it disappear from our lives, the repetition of birth and death. So although the Prabhavati Mataji gave a very clarifying class, if I would have been invited to give this class based on this verse, I would have spoken about these 2 problems of. I would be there focusing on these 2 problems that material life offers to the conditional living entity. How to get free from birth and death. Lord Krishna is giving the answer in the translation. That would be my focus if I would have been invited for giving a class based on this verse. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very nice reflection. Okay, so getting free from birth, the cycle of birth and death. It is not the highest, but it is a minimum thing in the devotional life. Beyond that, there are many other things. So even demons and rishis, they also get free from cycle of birth and death. So our motto is engaging in devotional service, pleasing Krishna. That is beyond.
Yes, and anywhere we are not worried about becoming free from the cycle of birth and death. We are worried about serving the Lord wherever we may be. Yes, escaping from the cycle of birth and death, it's not our priority, but still it is something being emphasized by the Lord, and we should take it into consideration as much and as best as required. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
You're welcome.
Very nice discussions.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Just one little reflection, although this is too late. 9:12. It was also mentioned, Lord Krishna mentioned. Yes, 9:12. It is everything, and Prabhupada explained it clearly.
The 9th chapter, Prabhuji.
9:12.
9th verse in the 2nd chapter.
No, 9 chapter Bhagavadgita, 9:12.
No, okay, 9:12, okay.
Yes.
Nine 12, Prabhuji. Mokasam.
Yes. Yeah, and first paragraph Prabhupada clearly mentioned. Yeah, the translation and first paragraph, then it will be very clear.
Those who are thus bewildered or attracted by the demoniac atheistic views, in that deluded condition, their hopes for liberation, their fruitive activities, and their culture of knowledge are all defeated. And purport. So there are many devotees who assume themselves to be in Krishna conscious and devotional service, but at heart do not accept the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, as the absolute truth. For them, the fruit of devotional service going back to Godhead will never be tasted. Similarly, those who are engaged in fruitive pious activities and who are ultimately hoping to be liberated from this material entanglement will never be successful either, because they decide the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. They deride Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. In other words, persons who mock Krishna are to be understood to be demonic or atheistic, as described in the 7th chapter of Bhagavadgita, such as demonic miscreants never surrender to Krishna. Therefore, their mental speculations to arrive at the absolute truth bring them to the false conclusion that the ordinary living entity and Krishna are one and the same. With such false conviction, they think that body of any human being is now simply covered by material nature, and that as soon as one is liberated from this material body, there is no difference between God and himself. This attempt to become one with Krishna will be baffled because of delusion. Such atheistic and demonic cultivation of spiritual knowledge is always futile. This is the indication of this verse. For such persons, cultivation of the knowledge in the Vedic literature like the Vedanta Sutra and the Upanishad is always baffled. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Ramlala Prabhuji, for kindly sharing this one. So it is a journey within the heart, how much we are purified. It is a journey within the heart. We may not outside, we may appear devotees or we may not appear devotees, but inside, what is going in our heart? Do we still have, are we developing the good qualities as Krishna has mentioned? Are we becoming humble to Krishna? Am I doing all my time engaging in devotional service? These are all journey within the heart. Then we would see everything else as they are. Thank you so much, Ramlala Prabhuji, for nicely sharing.
And if I may very quickly, Amoga Prabhu, you just said that to escape the repetition of birth and death is not the priority of pure devotee, and you are absolutely right. But still, I insist on the fact that we may be a newcomer can come to us and say, "Oh, I have been associating with the Hare Krishnas for some time already," and they speak so much about becoming free from birth, death, old age, and disease. So, where can I find in the scriptures a reference for me to understand how to become free from these problems? And I do insist on saying that the verse chosen by Prabhavati Mataji for her class today is a very good answer to such a question. A question which may be offered at any time to any Hare Krishna by a newcomer. He feels attracted to solving these four problems. Yes, I don't like to be diseased. I don't want to die. I don't want to thinking about staying in the womb of a mother for 9 months. And the Hare Krishna say that it is so painful. So why going through it again? And I don't like to get old. The person asking this question may be a newcomer and simultaneously an aged person, an old person. Well, I'm old and I don't like to be old, so I would like to know how to solve this problem. I don't want to be old again. You Hare Krishnas believe in the theory of reincarnation. So what is it that I need to do for me to not reincarnate in a body like the body that I have right now? In other words, how to solve these four problems in relation to escaping birth and death? I insist on saying that this verse is a very good answer to such a question, which could be offered at any time to any Hare Krishna by a newcomer. It doesn't matter how old he is, but if he's old and he doesn't like to be old, he will ask, and can I avoid being old by engaging the devotional service of the Lord? Yes, not only escaping from birth and death, you will also escape old age and disease. Everything is here in this verse for a newcomer to have his question answered about these four problems that material life is imposing upon us in the most unforgiving way, because who likes to be old, who likes to take birth, who likes to die, and who likes to fall ill? No one, I think. Hare Krishna.
Yes, nice, Prabhuji. Very beautifully explained. Yes, it is for many people.
It's not our priority, but
yeah, but
take
there
into
are some people.
consideration a newcomer, you need to be ready to answer such questions. And I know you know this better than me. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji, for kindly sharing that knowledge. This is also one of the point, just to in bullet points. When we are old age, at the time, if we try to execute, there we get only the liberation, but we cannot. When we engage in the devotional service from young age, what happens? We know the activities in the devotional service. That activities will be continued after the liberation. Brahmabodha prasadnatmana sochiti nakankrati samasarveshu bhuteshu madbhaktim labate param. So that devotional activities from childhood, that will be your transcendental after our birth, after death, after leaving the body in the spiritual activities, spiritual world. If we take the devotional service in the old age, what happens? We hardly spend our time in engaging, and we hardly get used for these devotional activities. So if you are not properly trained in executing devotional service in the Vaikuntha Loka, how can we execute those services there? Again, we need to come back and may try to practice fully and then how to please the Lord. Again, at the time coming back, which is not yet complete yet, take birth in the Suchinam Shrimatam Gehe Yoga Brashto Avichayate. So likewise, once again we get a chance and then go back to the Vaikuntha with fully equipped knowledge and execute the devotional ceremony.
So are you saying that an old person beginning the execution of devotional service at the last part of his life because he's old or she's old, what happens to him or her?
It is very hard to engage all of his activities like devotees do, waking up early morning 4 o'clock and doing prayers,
Yes.
doing kirtans, all these things. It's not possible for them in the old ages, so they would hardly get the liberation.
Yes, Prahlad Maharaj says that to his schoolmates. Yes.
Yeah, they would hardly get liberation, not engaging in the spiritual activities further in the Vaikuntha planets. They are engaging in the devotional service. Ye nimitta nimittena dharmena aradhayan harim. But in order to do that, we need to engage our activities from childhood.
Yes, right. But still, better late than never, no?
Yes, better. Yes, that is better. But however, in order to become fully, so that's why if we see all these devotees, exalted devotees, from their childhood, 5 years old onwards, everyone, Parikshit, Uddhava, and Narada Muni, 4 Kumaras, and there are many other examples as well. They're all Dhruv Maharaj, from the year 5 years old as well, engaging the devotional service. That will be carried out. If you are using all our body for our sense gratification, and at the end I wanted liberation. This is dharma, the kama, moksha. And again, Prabhupada was mentioning here as this is very hard. I think this one, yeah, Prabhupada says dharma, the kama, moksha. That is just they will only get the liberation, but they have not got. So here, this one of the statements in the purport, Ramlala Prabhuji shared, not this one. Okay, this one. So here, similarly, those who are engaged in the fruitive pious activities, this is dharma, artha, who are ultimately hoping to be liberated, and this is artha, kama, moksha, liberated from material entanglement, will never be successful either, because they deride Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. Okay, so that is that's why we need to engage devotional service activities from our childhood. Otherwise, there will be baffle in our activities.
Yes, but if an old person approaches the Hare Krishna movement without this kind of mentality, he comes with full faith. He doesn't want to deride the Supreme Personality of Godhead. What would you say to him or her? Oh, you're too old. Go back to to where you came from, because devotional service should be started. You should have started your devotional when you were a child. Would you say that to them?
That is a different angle, Prabhuji. So this one is engaging the children in the devotional activities from very early age. That is one angle. And for the old people, when we give them whatever is required, whatever all they can do. So Krishna with Navichalayet, he would not disturb the minds of such kind of people. He would engage them as much as they can. So you just do the services in the temple, you engage, come here for Mangalarati. What and all possible, we try to engage them in the devotional activities as much as possible. For them, we give different knowledge. And for the children and the family members, we give different knowledge where they can engage this energy, time, money, and what are the facilities they have got. There they can fully absorb in the devotional activities, which can be carried out after we leave the body most. And people who are in the world already gataswadham imam deham virakta mukta bandhanaha. Gataswadham. In the past, they have greedily used the body for sense gratification. Now, somewhere or other, they have come to Krishna consciousness. What and all possible they can do, they can engage. So it is Krishnavit who understands that knowledge. He will engage him accordingly.
And that would be the beginning of the solution of the 4 problems for this candidate, he or she. Yes, if they come to the Hare Krishnas, ask, oh, I heard from the Hare Krishnas that death, old age, birth, and disease can be solved if I engage in the devotional service of the Lord. So please engage me. And you just said that you would engage them in accordance with their capacity because they're already old. And I consider that the very beginning of the solution of these 4 problems for these old candidates. Okay, they may not become liberated in full, maybe they will not become pure devotees because they will practice only a little time until they die in relation to the present body that they have. But that would be the beginning, which will, you know better than me, it will never be lost. It will always be kept in their favor, and that would be the beginning for them to solve these 4 material problems: death, old age, birth, and disease. So they become, at least they become hopeful. And if they're sincere and serious practitioners, yes, I agree, I will do as much as I can because I am already old. But if you tell me that this process of Krishna consciousness will free me sooner or later from these 4 problems, then I'm on board. Please engage me. I will wait as much time as I need to wait for me to become as pure as required, for me to become fully liberated, but at least I'm starting on the path, on the right path. So many fake paths trying to solve these 4 problems, but we know that the path of the offered by the Hare Krishna movement is the right path and the effective path. So they become hopeful in the sense that they know that they're walking on the right path, also in the sense that at least it's the beginning of going back home, back to Godhead, and that is also the beginning of solving these 4 problems. If they're sincere and serious, they will accommodate themselves to the fact that, okay, maybe I will have to wait as many lives as required for me to become fully free in full from these 4 problems. But if that is what I have to go through, so be it. But at least it's the beginning of the solution of these 4 problems. That is how I would put it, Prabhu.
Can I add something, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hi, Prabhu. My understanding out of all this is one of the most important thing of Krishna consciousness is that we have to realize that we are not the body, we are the soul, which is nicely described in 2.13 in Gita verse. I'm sure you know that by heart, that that Dehi no sim yata Dehi, isn't it, Prabhu? And I heard Srila Prabhupada saying to his devotee, it can take a second for you, some people, to come to the Krishna consciousness. We don't have to think this way, that we are practicing year after year and we're doing the right practice and we are doing properly. It depends how you connect yourself to Krishna and how you how devotional and how purely you are with love, how much love and devotion you have for Krishna.
Yeah, he said it in Australia to the devotees in Australia. 1 minute.
Yes, that's what he said. Yeah, so we don't have to think that we are doing so much, so long, and we are greater devotee and we are this, that. But anyone can come anytime in Krishna consciousness. Depends how much they have done in their past life, and they will carry on from there. So they can be easily attached, or depending on their love and devotion, how you are surrendering to Krishna and how much you love Krishna. That's my understanding, Prabhu. But I mean, 2.13 I think is one of the great example what you're saying, Haribol.
And I'm sorry, Debashis Prabhu, I really liked what you just said. What you just said reminds me of a shloka chanted by Krishna to Arjuna in his Bhagavadgita. It is I think it is the last verse text in the second chapter, contents of the Gita summarized, that you can enter the kingdom of God if you are in the right consciousness, even at the time of death.
Yes, Prabhu is correct. Yes,
Yes.
that
So
we are preparing ourselves for that exam, last exam, that at the time of your living body, your soul should be thinking of Krishna, and then you can enter the Golok. Haribol.
Yes. Of course, generally speaking, for us to become qualified to enter the kingdom of God, we don't need to do what Amoga Prabhu is mentioning. Yes, from childhood, Prahlad Maharaj to his schoolmates explains in a very graphic and very methodic and detailed way how it goes, the process in relation to practicing Krishna consciousness. He divides the whole time that we have in the material body in phases and stages, and he even dares to say that in old age it is not possible to practice devotional service. I don't know if Prahlad Maharaj said it or Srila Prabhupada in one of the purports to this chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam. But what made me a devotee, because I studied Bhagavad Gita, was also these verses that Krishna chants in the end of the, yes, and I'm going to read it with your permission, Amoga Prabhu. Quote, "That is the way of the spiritual and godly life, after attaining which a man is not bewildered. If one is thus situated, even at the hour of death, one can enter into the kingdom of God." It seems to me that this verse means that the bewilderment may be with me until the very hour of death. But if before dying, even for a second, the bewilderment is gone because of how much and how best I did try to become a pure devotee, then the entrance into the kingdom of God is mine. I have been reading this verse for so many years, actually for 50 years, and that has been my only interpretation. And this kind of hopeful verse message from Lord Krishna gives me enthusiasm, because even Rupa Goswami says, he declares himself, this goal of becoming a pure devotee, I'm just paraphrasing him, this goal of becoming a pure devotee and reaching the highest goal in relation to being accepted as your servant is something that causes me pain, because I do not see myself as qualified as required. There's no hope for me. There's a verse somewhere in one of his books, Rupa Goswami's books, and if Rupa Goswami is not qualified, what about the ones who are lower than him in terms of spiritual advancement? But still there is hope for even people who are lower in spiritual advancement than Rupa Goswami. Because of this verse, this promise of Lord Krishna that if the bewilderment is not anymore victimizing you, conditioning you, even if it is 1 second after you die, your entrance into the kingdom of God is guaranteed. And this kind of verse gives me so much hope, because I see myself as much less qualified than Rupa Goswami, of course. And so if Rupa Goswami has no chance, he has no hope of becoming a servant of the Lord, what about me, who am so fallen and in comparison with Rupa Goswami, who was not fallen at all. He was a pure devotee, the incarnation of one of the manjaris in the spiritual world. He just came here to serve Lord Chaitanya, and he went back. But that is not my case. I am an ordinary, mortal, conditioned living entity, part and parcel of God. And I had the good fortune of encountering this verse. And this verse gave me inspiration to go on practicing the process of Krishna consciousness. After all, in accordance with this verse, entering into the kingdom of God is possible in the case that I free myself from the bewilderment, but it must happen before dying, and that is our fight. We practitioners of the process of Krishna consciousness, we are fighting and practicing and chanting, trying for self-purification, helping each other, etc., so on, with the hope that at the last second before we die, maybe the bewilderment will not be there anymore on our minds. And that is the process of Lord Chaitanya, freeing the mind from the materialistic bewilderment, for us to go back home, back to Godhead. So yes, this escaping from birth and death because of the verse that Mother Prabhavati chose for today is the all in all in relation to what we do with our practice of Krishna consciousness. Or is it that I am practicing just because it is a fashion, or by sport, or a sport, or something of the sort? No, this is my life. I was there in the womb of my mother for 9 months. I suffered birth, which includes being suffering in the way I suffered while being during 9 months, for 9 months in the womb of my mother. Is it that I want to go through such an experience? Yes, I'll do it, but only for the purpose of helping the Lord to fulfill his mission, which is freeing the conditioned souls from material entanglement. But now I know that it's worth to be in the womb of a mother, because there's a higher purpose to be achieved. Yes, to become a missionary for helping the Lord to fulfill his mission. That gives me inspiration enough to go back, inhabiting the womb of a mother and going through death, old age, and disease. But only that, because there's no other reason for us to be here. Lord Krishna chants in his Bhagavadgita that this is not a place for gentlemen, and for ladies. And that is what we are trying to be by practicing the process of Krishna consciousness. We are trying to become ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, for us to get entrance in the kingdom of God, where we will find only gentlemen and ladies associating with the Lord, not foolish and unintelligent people and people of the sort. Yes, Debashis Prabhu, thank you for your contribution, and Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for sharing the motive of this particular shloka. Thank you so much. Okay, so
You're welcome.
thank you so much, dear devotees, for kindly hearing. And if you're all happy, then we shall move to the next part, Narasimha prayers. Today, Narasimha prayers by Meena Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, can I request Radha Sekar Mataji to follow Meena Mataji if Mataji is happy?
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Meena, when you're ready, Mataji, please.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narashinghaya.
Prahlad
Prahlad
Hiranyakashi Purvakshaha
Hiranyakashipurvakshaha
Tilatanka Nakalai
Shilatanganakalai
Ito Narsimha Parto Narsimho
Ito Narsimho Parato Narsimho
Ito Narsimho Parto Narsimho
Ito Narsimho Parato Narsimho
Yato Yato Mitato Narsimho
Yato Yato Yamitato Narsimho
Ahe Narsimho Hridaye Narsimho
Bahir Narsimho Hridaye Narsimho
Bahe Narsimho Hridaye Narsimho
Bahir Narsimho Hridaye Narsimho
Narsimho Madhi Saranam Prapade
Narasimhamadim Sharanam Prapade
Tavakara Kamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Sringa Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanuvringa Keshavadrita Narhari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare
Tavakar Kamalavari Nakam Adbhuta Shingam Dalita Hiranyakashipu
तनुभृङ्गां केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
केशवधृता नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
तव कर कमलावरे नाकाम अद्भुत श्रृंगार दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गां केशवदीता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
जयो नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव
जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव
जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज
जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद
नित्य गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौरा हरि बोल
नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल
हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौरा हरि बोल
नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल
नरसिंहदेव भगवान की जय
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 प्रहलाद महाराज की जय
जय
नित्य गौर प्रेमानंदे हरे
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 हरि बोल
हरे कृष्णा
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Meena Mataji, Radhaseka Mataji. So divine. Very beautifully sung Nasima prayers. Thank you so much.